What's poppin'? We are here for WBE Week 4, and this week we're going to be taking on my boy, the Uzi Gunner, who is, in my opinion, one of the tougher opponents that we have to face. This matchup is also pretty tricky as well, but before we get into it, let me see the Dynasty algorithm outplay. I want you all to leave a comment and tell me, in your opinion, what is the most annoying move or combination of moves in Pokemon? I'd like to know. And the reason I ask this is because I'm bringing a really fun Skuntank set that's, I think, is great for the matchup. But speaking of the matchup, let's talk about that. He's bringing a team of Copperajah, Espeon, Hydreigon, Lickilicky, Passimian, Poliwrath, Galarian Rapidash, Rotom Heat, Scolipede, Stunfisk, and Tangrowth. So as you can see, there are a lot of threats on his team. Hydreigon and Scolipede stand out as two of the biggest threats. He also has mons that can hit really hard, like a Copperajah and Passimian, as well as Rotom Heat, which can be, defensive or offensive, either or. Still a Pokemon that can be really annoying. And he has some great defensive backbone as well, with Tangrowth, as well as maybe Lickilicky, Poliwrath. Stunfisk is another Pokemon that is fantastic. I actually hit number 1 in OU with a Stunfisk before, and so I know the power of that Pokemon. But I feel like the team that he'll bring versus me, he'll definitely bring Hydreigon, Scolipede, Rotom Heat. And then I think he'll bring Tangrowth, Copperajah, and then Poliwrath or Passimian. I think he'll bring Passimian. He loves Passimian. Overall, that Pokemon he definitely loves. I don't think he'll bring Espeon because of the dark types on my team and Dragapult. Don't think he'll bring that. It's not great for the matchup. I don't think he'll bring Galarian Rapidash either for the same reason, because it's also psychic type as well. And then Lickilicky is kind of passive. I don't know if he'll bring that or not. It's pretty bad versus myself. Tangrowth is also kind of passive, but he'll probably bring that because he wants to have that nice bulky sponge of a regenerator Pokemon that he could bring and take hits and pivot and stuff. But yeah, overall, very dangerous matchup for sure that we have to outplay. Hydreigon is super versatile. Scolipede is just a huge threat. That thing with a life orb, it's gonna be insanely powerful with speed boost too, so we can't really revenge it either, depending on I guess what kind of set it is. But yeah, I started out here with a Skuntank, and I think Skuntank is absolutely phenomenal in this matchup. The game plan that I had in mind with Skuntank is essentially to poison as many Pokemon as we can in order for Hex Dragapult to do more damage. And not only that, but also a Subtoxic Protect set with Foul Play. He doesn't have a lot for it if you look at his team. The Pokemon that can be immune to Toxic are Scolipede, Espeon because of Magic Bounce, and I guess Galarian Rapidash and Copperajah. But all of those Pokemon take a lot of damage from Foul Play. So us being able to toxic things, chip them down over time, that can be really useful, I think. And a defensive set here is what I'm deciding to run because it avoids getting 2-hit KO'd by a Choice Scarf Passimian's close combat, and also can take hits a lot better from his physical attackers. And I think Copperajah and stuff like that, it can live an Earthquake from it too as well. So and also from Scolipede, Life Orb Scolipede, it can live that as well. And Foul Play is just a fantastic move in case any Pokemon tries to set up a Swords Dance or a Dragon Dance, or just to do significant damage to his higher attack stat Pokemon. But yeah, that's what I started out with here, and that's kind of why I asked the question in the beginning, what's the most annoying move combination you know of? This one I'm sure will give our opponent all sorts of trouble. I enjoy bringing these kind of sets too. I think a couple seasons ago in WBE I brought a Subtoxic Protect Victini. I think I don't know what other kinds of sets. I have brought more of those kinds of things in the past. It's just so great in breaking down more of the defensive, bulkier things in the way. Of course, Skuntank here, it's not for the purpose of stalling, it's for the purpose of breaking down Pokemon that could otherwise stall us out, like Tangrowth, maybe a defensive Rotom with Pain Split, and things like that. So, that's what Skuntank is here for. It's a great Pokemon. Then we have Dragapult. Like I said, it's there for the purpose of clicking Hex. Will-O-Wisp is good because we can burn things like Copperajah that we can poison potentially, and burning a lot of Pokemon like Tangrowth or Lickilicky makes it such that we don't get our sub broken by knockoff. That's why I have the defense and HP here for. It's there for the purpose of us not being able to lose our substitute to a knockoff if we are able to Will-O-Wisp a Pokemon like Tangrowth or Lickilicky. So we live that. Then 156 attack allows us to OHKO Hydreigon from full with Dragon Darts. And then 36, I guess the rest to special attack here for Hex damage, but enough speed to outrun his fastest Pokemon on his team, which is Scolipede, Jolly Nature. And Infiltrator is great because with Skuntank, people would maybe want to try to sub against a toxic set like this, but they can't do that and be safe from Dragapult, because Infiltrator makes our attacks go through sub and screens and all that kind of stuff. So like I really love the pairing of this Skuntank set plus Dragapult. I think it'll put in a lot of work here, despite I think how dangerous this matchup can be with a Hydreigon, Scolipede, and Passimian core like that, and plus Rotom. Like he'll have a lot of Volt Turn. I think could be a little annoying. But speaking of Volt Turn and maybe like a Volt Absorb immunity, we have here Lantern, and I think Lantern is great because Rotom shouldn't be able to beat it 1v1, because we have Heal Bell in case he's a Toxic set to try to break down Lantern. We also have Toxic of our own here to spread that nice status for Hex Dragapult, and then Scald Volt Switch. Enough special attack to 2-hit KO, max HP Rotom Heat, and Volt Switch is great for momentum. I just love this Pokemon overall. Lantern is just such a solid mon. You all have seen me use it in the first 3 weeks. It's just great. Fantastic for slow pivots and just a general sponge overall. It's great. Then, yeah, I guess the EV spread here is just for us to take hits. I forgot what I said it for, but pretty sure it lives like +4 overheat or something. And also like Draco Meteor and stuff. Can take that well, and yeah, just live some hits and stuff here and there. Next I have Centiskorch. Now Centiskorch I think is great in this matchup. I'm running Flare Blitz, by the way. One thing to note is I'm not running Fire Lash this week. The reason is because I feel like he will bring probably Passimian, right? And if I click Fire Lash versus that, and he takes the hit, he has Defiant, which will activate because Fire Lash gives him a -1 defense. So any stat drop will double his attack and give him a +2. So we don't want to do that at all. We don't want to do that. So Flare Blitz is the next best option. It does Oko Kaparaja from full, which is great. And this is also a Pokemon that can sponge a Draco Meteor, a +2 non-life orb Draco Meteor from Hydreigon. It can do that and Oko back with Leech Life after Coil. I like Knockoff because it gets rid of items and stuff as well, and just a pretty solid mount overall with Flash Fire. Then I have Togekiss here. So Togekiss is great because it is there just for the purpose of defogging if he has like a Scolipede lead with like spikes and T-spikes and stuff. I mean, we have a T-spike absorber in Skuntank, but we have Togekiss as a defogger to get rid of any kind of hazards that we don't like. But it's also great because this Pokemon can deal with Tangrowth really well, and also Nasty Plot Hydreigon. So Nasty Plot Hydreigon with Flash Cannon, this thing will survive. And I think that in itself is worth keeping. A Dragon Immunity I think is going to be great for this team, especially because he has such a powerful Dragon type Pokemon in Hydreigon. This Pokemon also deals successfully with checking Passimian. I mean, it can take a Gunk Shot I think from full, and it can also check Poliwrath as well. I don't know. I like Togekiss a lot because it gives me some kind of safe switches into certain mons overall. But Air Slash Dazzling Gleam is what I'm running here because I just want you know, to be able to Oko Hydreigon, and then Air Slash is great just for Tangrowth and flinching stuff down. Finally, Bronzong here. Now Bronzong I think is great in this matchup because we're gonna be like firstly rocking max HP, almost max defense, and in this way it will let us check the Scolipede. It lives a +2 Megahorn I think, even if it's Adamant Life Orb. So Bronzong can do well in that regard, and also the combination of Psychic, Gyro Ball, and Body Press destroys his team really well. Like we just gotta get rid of the Rotom, but if we do, then I think after an Iron Defense, it just puts in the finest work versus him. Maybe also getting rid of like Skuntank or something too, but I'm pretty sure Iron Defense will also even beat like Tangrowth if we like Iron Defense all the way up. But yeah, like he doesn't have a lot to break this thing other than Hydreigon, but we have Colbur Berry with Body Press for that. Also Colbur Berry is great because not only does it take Dark Pulse, it also takes like knockoffs from Passimian and Tangrowth and things too. But yeah, I'll see you all on the battle starting soon. I think the team is pretty good, and we should be starting soon. I think Uzi's just getting ready now, but yeah, we'll play our game, and I'll see you guys for the match. All right, so here are the teams. As you can see, he has I think probably the scariest team that I figured he would bring. So we got the Rotom Heat, Kaparaja. Yep, Tangrowth is there too. Hydreigon, Scolipede, and Passimian. Yeah, this is the most threatening 6 he could possibly bring, I feel. So definitely have to watch out for that. I feel like we could still lead with our Skuntank, because the plan basically is to try to poison as much as we can so that Hex Dragapult can go in. What did he not bring that I was thinking he might bring? Honestly, I think these 6 are like the best versus myself. Absolutely the best. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Uzi's a good player and he has a really good team too. So, I don't know, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Very intrigued by that he brought the like the Pokemon that I thought he'd bring, but like the ones that I didn't really want to see. But I think our team is pretty decent overall versus him. He has good things versus me. I have good things versus him. So he's gonna lead with the Passimian. Okay, I figured as much. I think this could be choice locked. I could protect a scout first, what he might want to do. So I think I'm gonna protect here. Just to scout and see what move he's gonna go for. Because I feel like he'll be choice locked if he led with it. And he's gonna go right for the U-turn. Yep, so I think he is choice locked. We can kind of gauge the damage now from what it's gonna be. So we can go for a sub here. As he does U-turn out, I think this will be scarfed. That looks like, I think scarf damage. That should be scarf damage, I think. So I think Subtoxic Protect Skuntank is going to be nice to try to get some initial statuses, some chip here and there. He's going to go into his Rotom. So I feel like he might just Volt Switch out here into like Copperajah or something. I don't think I mind this thing setting up. I can probably still just protect here. Because we also do have a Rotom. Oh, sorry, we also have a Lantern. So I feel like he'll Volt into Copperajah here. So what we can do is actually, we can Foul Play on this turn, predicting Copperajah to come in. Because I think that's what he's going to do. Yeah, he's going to Volt Switch into probably Copperajah, predicting the Toxic here. So I just want to call this play out. Yep, exactly. So this should do a good chunk of damage. Yeah, pretty good chunk. Not bad. So he could go for an Earthquake here, potentially. I don't have a great switching into this thing, either way. And this could also be Stealth Rocks. Weakening this would be really great overall, if we could do that. So I might just go for a Foul Play here, I think. Could be the better play. So I'm going to do that. Try to get as much damage on this Copperajah as we can. As he heavy slams. Yeah, we'll take this hit. We'll take this hit. Pretty sure. Yeah, we took it. We could Foul Play again, or we could sub here. I think the play is going to be to... let's see. Because a sub here might also be really nice too. I'm going to sub here. Because I think he might switch. Yep, he does. Perfect. I think I have enough HP for a sub. Pretty sure. Yep, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't even think I need to protect here. I think what I could do is just Toxic. So we got Copperaja down pretty low, which is great. Putting a timer on this Hydreigon will be nice too. So I don't know what item he is. Oh, he just switches out, okay. So he goes Rotom. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And the good thing about poison types are that Toxic does not miss. It's always 100 accuracy. Which is amazing. So now we can get some health back here. I forgot if yellow, I think, what does yellow mean? Does that mean that we can sub? I don't think we can sub here. Or like, have enough HP to sub at this point in time. We're not going to anyways, but I'm just trying to see how much HP I need once my sub is broken. So yeah, we can just protect here. So this is going to really sort of help out Hex Dragapult in the long run, especially since we chipped down the Copperaja as well. Yeah, he tries to Volt here. Yep. Figured as much. Let's see, 58 times 4. Should have enough for a sub here, indeed. Because sub takes away 25%, so we have definitely that much HP in us. And he can't really go Copperaja either. So he's gonna go into yep, Passimian here. I can just sub. Don't know if a U-turn breaks it actually. But my play is still to protect, because we know that he's choice locked. I think he would U-turn back into Rotom, so foul play might be the best play. Yeah, as he does U-turn here. So foul play is probably the better play, because I think he'd just go back into Rotom. So I'm just going to, yeah, I think foul play here, just to get chip on the Rotom. Let's see if the sub breaks. I don't think it will. Yeah, it doesn't break. Nice, nice. Expertly EV'd right there. Expertly EV'd. So he should be getting scared of this set. I would think he'd go Rotom here. He wouldn't want to, oh, what is he going to? Hydreigon, okay. So I'm not sure if this has U-turn or not. Maybe I should have Toxic there, but I thought he'd go Rotom for sure. Oh, that does a lot. Hold up. I think that's a physical... I think that's a physical Hydreigon. Because that did way too much. That's a physical attacking Hydreigon. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna Toxic this thing. Yeah, he is physical attacking. I knew it. So let's put a timer on this thing. Life Orb, okay. So I think he's Dragon Dance. That is very good information to have. So excellent. He might, so So I think this, I don't think we protect here because he might have Dragon Dance, or he might go for Dragon Dance here. So I think what we do is we go into Togekiss here. Skuntank can be useful like later on, I guess. Oh, he switches out into Passimian. Okay. But Rotom and Hydreigon are both poisoned. They're both on a timer, which is great. I'm pretty sure I can live any hit from this thing, so my best play might be just to go for the I could Dazzling Gleam here. Or I could Air Slash. I think Dazzling Gleam is overall just better, I guess. I think he'll just U-turn here anyways. Yeah, or he just hard switches. Okay, he doesn't even U-turn. So I can Gleam this thing now. Get some more chip on it. The Toxic Poison will be activated as well. So Hydreigon, not Choice Scarf. Very, very good information. We can go into our Lantern here. He could pull a double here. That would be good if he predicts Lantern, but even then it's fine. Yeah, he does double. Okay. And goes into Tangrowth. So I could also put a Toxic on this thing right here, because I feel like he'll just knock off anyways. Yeah, let me Toxic this. Let me just Toxic this thing. Nice, nice. Put it on a timer so that Hex can do more damage now. Yeah, he does knockoff here. We lose leftovers, but he doesn't have rocks or anything up, so it's fine. And he doesn't have a ground type either, so we can just Volt Switch here. Get that nice Volt off. Not sure what set, or I don't remember what item he was. I didn't see if he had leftovers or anything, but yeah, we should be fine to go into Togekiss here. Even if he knocks again, it doesn't really matter. Togekiss can handle this set all the time anyways. Yeah, he just knocks again, but that's fine. Like, I just have boots regardless. So let's double here. I think we can double predicting Rotom. We can go into we could even go into Centiskorch here, because he'd either go Rotom or Copperajah. So I like this double. And then we could potentially knock off something. So he'll switch out here. Yep, yep. Alternatively, I could see him going into Passimian here, so knocking off whatever item it has might not be that wise. I mean, I guess it could be for ensuring that Dragapult outruns straight up. But you know what? I think I will knock off here. Because I could have also Flare Blitzed, but I want to make sure that nothing can outrun Dragapult. Yeah, he does Volt Switch here. That's fine. So I think Passimian is going to be the biggest threat here. Oh, he goes into Copperajah. Okay. So he's stacking this thing, which is great. He does live. He does have a Shucka Berry, okay. I can just knock again. Don't need to Leech Life or anything. I'm just gonna not show all my moves just yet. So yep, we got one down. Beautiful, beautiful. And so now I think that he might go into something that has a rock move. Hydreigon, I think, probably might have Head Smash. So the question is, what do we want to do here? I don't want Bronzong getting any chip. I don't want it getting any chip at all. Honestly, this thing I don't really need too much because he might have rock coverage on like everything, and I have Lantern still, so, and Togekiss still, so I'll just Leech Life here, just in case he overpredicts. He does have Stone Edge, okay, so he hits it. But like I need Bronzong at full HP because of the fact that it's my check to Scolipede, and I don't want Scolipede getting out of hand. But look at all that chip right there. That's fantastic. Now we can go into our Dragapult here and show off that sub Hex, I think, or the sub. But we could just go for the sub here. I'm pretty sure. Does this thing get Scale Shot actually? Let me just double check. It does get Scale Shot. Ooh, okay. That could be very dangerous. I'm gonna Dragon Darts here because I don't want to sub just yet. He goes Tangrowth. That's fine. So that's some good chip. That's some good chip for sure. Very good chip. I'll sub here. Let's see if he pulls a double. Let's see. He doesn't pull a double, okay. So what is he? He probably will just knock off here or something. Yeah, he does knock off, okay. That is fine. So this thing is getting even more chipped, which is absolutely fantastic. I don't see why I can't just sub again. Yep, he switches out. Beautiful. Goes into Passimian. So actually, what we can do versus this is Will-O-Wisp. Pretty sure we can just Will-O-Wisp this thing. And then burn it, yeah. I do think this is Choice Scarfed. So let's go ahead and Will-O-Wisp here. This is a pretty intense game for sure, like, there's no doubt about it. Alright, get the burn here, buddy. Get that nice and clean burn. Yeah. That's unfortunate, like, I really needed that burn. And I was hoping for no Will-O-Wisp misses, but it's whatever, I guess. Damn, that sucks. But we know he has the Choice Scarf anyways. Yeah, it's a good double. Goes into Rotom here. It's fine, I guess. I could actually make a play and stay in here if I want, but it's just not worth it. I could even go back into I'm gonna go back to the Dragapult here, making a more aggressive switch. This will be more aggressive for sure. Because I think he's gonna predict Lantern. He pain splits, okay, that's fine. Try to get more HP on the Lantern, but doesn't do much there. So this is good for us because now we can actually get a sub. Yeah, we can get a nice little sub here. And I don't think any of his moves will break the sub, pretty sure. Or at least I hope. Yeah, he just hard switches. Beautiful. Goes into Tangrowth here. Now we can fire off some hexes. I'm kind of curious to see how much damage the hex will do in comparison to the Dragon Darts. And I think keeping Bronzong healthy is going to be nice because it can actually beat the Hydreigon because of Colbur, the Scolipede, the Passimian. Because we have Iron Defense, remember. So Iron Defense Body Press and stuff can do wonders. Let's go for a Hex here. I just want to see if it's like good damage or not. But I think he might be AV. Let's see how much this does. Oh, that's fantastic damage. Really good damage there. That's awesome. Excellent, excellent. So I think we can go for one more sub and then Hex again. So let's sub here. Like, I knew going into this match, this will be probably one of my tougher matches this season. But it's a good one so far. I mean, apart from that Will-O-Wisp miss, it's been a good one. Because imagine if the Will-O-Wisp hit, then he wouldn't be able to go into this thing without, you know, any kind of drawbacks. Or with any kind of, yeah, like, you guys know what I mean. But we can try to Wisp this thing again. Like, it should have been Wisped a while back. Because I need to burn it. Like, I think that's going to be fantastic for this Pokemon. Yeah, this is this is a tough match. But it's a good one. Oh, he doubles. So he goes back into Tangrowth here with a lot more HP. But I don't think I mind this too much. Because we're behind a sub, so we're not really losing much out by clicking Hex again. Because I think now from this time, Hex will be a 2-hit KO. From this range here, after the poison. Yeah, that's a 2-hit KO, I think. Should be. Excellent. Let's see now. Yeah, Hex will knock it out from this range. I feel like he might switch though. So it's probably in our best interest to sub here. Because he's not regenerating more than the damage that we're doing, I think. And he won't win this exchange. Yeah, and he switches out here, like I expected. Probably going back into Passimian. So that's good. We can go right here for the Wisp. And hopefully land it this time, if he stays in. Which he doesn't, okay. You got a crit on the U-turn. Doesn't break though, thankfully. Imagine if a U-turn crit broke. I'd be so mad. So this is another of the cool Dragapult sets that you can bring to a draft league. It's really good overall. And I think it's definitely giving him trouble. Goes back into Tangrowth here. Which, I mean, it will get the knockoff. That's without a doubt. So, and then we have enough HP for another sub too. Let me Hex here. I need some fortune on my side too, you know. Yeah, he goes for knock here. Essentially what I expected. I could probably also call like some doubles and stuff too. Yeah, there's the poison. He has to switch if he wants to live. We get to sub here. Switches out, yep, as I expected. Into his Passimian. Here, what I think I want to do is, I think I want to Dragon Darts this thing. And chip its HP down a little. Because I don't think he can afford to get this thing burned. As we've seen from him playing, I don't think he can afford to get it burned. So I'm going to Dragon Darts here. Oh, he does knock off this time though. I didn't Wisp this time, so he called it, but this should still hurt, I think. Oh yeah, it definitely hurts. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I mean, it would have still been a 2-hit KO. That's what I kind of EV'd it to do. So that's great. I don't know if he'd switch out here or not, but what if we go into Skuntank here? Because he expected Togekiss the other times. So you always got to kind of vary the plays a bit here and there. Because if he goes Rotom, then we can protect and stuff too. Yeah, he does knock off again. That's fine. I don't need the Black Sludge or anything anymore. And what we can do here is we could probably, I think Foul Play here might be good. I do like Foul Play. It hits everything pretty well. And I don't think he'd want to get this thing statused. He could even go Scolipede too, if he wants. But I'm not sure what he'd do. He just knocks again, okay. Oh, but guess what? We have Aftermath. So if he decides to knock out, if he decides to get rid of Skuntank, the Aftermath will take him down too. Then he won't have this thing anymore, and things would be so much better. I changed the nickname from Aftermath on Skuntank so that he wouldn't know. Because I told my other opponents, but I didn't want to tell him. Yeah, he knocks off here, so Passimian is gone. Even though Skuntank is gone. Passimian gets taken down too. That mon was a bit of a nuisance. So now who do we go into? Let's see. I think we could still go Dragapult here. He might go Tangrowth though, but I do still like Dragapult. Yeah, so he goes into this Pokemon here. That's fine. And so what we can do now is let's go into Togekiss here. Hex is not going to knock it out from this range, I think. He could switch out himself, but I don't think he would. So let's see what he does here. Yeah, he goes for knock, just like I expected. Now this is where we can, I believe, double. Let's double here into Lantern, I think. Though he is able to regenerate himself up, which I think is still okay. Yeah, he switches out here, just like I thought. Goes into his Rotom. I don't think he'd Pain Split here. I think he might just hard switch out. Although, actually, I'm still gonna Scald here. I'm still gonna Scald here. Because even if he goes back into Tangrowth, I can Volt Switch back into my other thing. Yeah, he Pain Splits. Exactly what I thought. So this is gonna do a ton of damage. Even though he gets a lot of HP back, check this out. We can Scald here. And do a ton more damage back to him. Perfect, perfect. This is the turn I think we can Volt Switch out, I believe. Because he'll probably save this thing and go Tangrowth. Because even if he does Pain Split here, we can go into Dragapult, get our leftovers, and get another substitute off. Yeah, I figured he'd switch. Yep. Perfect. As he does go into Tangrowth. And at this point in time, so what we could actually do here is we could go Dragapult first just to get some HP back. Actually, we have 39 times 4. Yeah, let's go Dragapult here. So I go Dragapult, right? And then I double into Togekiss on his knockoff. Because I want that leftovers. Perfect. So now we have enough for a sub. Here. Now we go Togekiss. So now Togekiss can come in. We should be able to sort of bait him to stay in, go for a knockoff here. Because I think he will stay in to try to knock. No, he switches. Ooh, okay, good play, good play. Goes into Rotom. So he will definitely Pain Split here, I think. But I don't want to. I can't go Dragapult. Like, I just can't. So I think I definitely go Lantern still. So Bronzong still at full HP, by the way. So that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice, I think, for the late game. He overheats. Yeah, predicting maybe Dragapult to come in. So this works. And that's nice. This should get knocked out here. Okay, awesome. He doesn't know what my last move is, so I mean, I think he would still go into Scolipede. Or Tangrowth here, maybe. It's gonna be the Scolipede. Okay, okay. So we have our work cut out for us here. I think what we need to do is, so Bronzong does have a Colbur. We need to Volt Switch out here. We definitely need to Volt Switch out here. And then Psychic the, Psychic this thing. Oh, he just Mega Horns here, okay. So he'll knock out Lantern, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I mean, we got rid of the Rotom. That's what we needed Lantern for anyways. And he is actually Life Orb, okay. Good to know. So now what we can do is we can go into, we can go Bronzong here. Yeah, so now we have Bronzong for this purpose. I could Psychic here, I could also Body Press, predicting Hydreigon, but this thing is a problem. I could also Gyro Ball too, but Actually, a +1 Gyro Ball might do a ton of damage, especially since he's +1 speed. And Life Orb too. I'm a Gyro Ball because just because it's the better neutral play. Yeah, as he switches out. So it also can catch the Hydreigon potentially, but he goes into his Tangrowth. Get some good chip on that. I feel like I really think he is going to double predicting. I think he'll double here. I really think he's gonna double. I'm just gonna stay in. Because I really think he's gonna double here. Yeah, he does. I called it. So Gyro Ball's gonna hurt something. Yeah, it's gonna kill the Hydreigon, I think. Pretty sure it will. Yeah, and the poison will knock it out. Awesome, awesome. Alright. Stuck with my guts right there. You already know. Oof, that was too fire. That was too fire. Brings back in the Tangrowth here. Yo, if he doubles again, that'd be hilarious. Like I want to stay in, but I think I don't think I need to anyways anymore. Don't think I need to. Yeah, he doesn't switch out here, I think. Let's see what he does. He just goes for the knockoff. Yep. I mean, he only has Scolipede and Tangrowth left. So all we gotta do is just lock in an Air Slash and pray. Yep, let's Air Slash here. This was a good game for sure. And a very tough one at that. Yeah, this is definitely AV. So can Air Slash again now. And this should be gone, I think. Yep. Then we just gotta hit one versus Scolipede for us to win the game. Yep, Scolipede is in. Big threat for sure. Absolutely phenomenal threat. In the back of my mind, I knew he would bring some kind of physical Hydreigon. I didn't think Stone Edge, I thought it would be like Head Smash or something, but Stone Edge makes sense too. Yeah, Poison Jabs here. That's fine. I couldn't try to preserve differentially this match just because of the fact that SD can reverse sweep me at any point in time, and I could not let him do that. But I'll take a win over any kind of like differential game anyways. But yeah, now we can go into Bronzong here. Click the safe Psychic. I think that should be enough to knock it out. Wow, what a game. What a game. That was a pretty long game too. But you can see, like, if we're playing fast, the game can easily go above 40 minutes. Yeah, any Mega Horns here. So that should be GG, I think. That does so much damage. Yeah, that's game. Good game to Uzi. Wow, what a game. Fantastic. And I think we played really well here too. He made some great doubles. We also had to make some pretty high level plays, I think, in terms of predicting some of his switches. And I don't know, just I guess the team worked out really well overall, which I'm pretty happy about. I didn't really get to test too much with this team because of you know, trying to record more Showdown lives this week. But we did well, and I'm really proud of how we played. Hope you all enjoyed the game as well. And yeah, check out Uzi, of course. He's definitely a great guy, good friend of mine. Has a lot of fun content, and I'll be watching his side of the game as well. But that's going to be it from me. We are now 4-0 in the league, which is doing really well. And I think also, at this point in time, I think Joey uploaded it yesterday. I think this game is going to go up on Sunday just because we played on Saturday. But I think Joey and I might be... or I don't know if we're the only ones still undefeated, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good overall. I'm definitely glad of of our performance this season so far. I like team 2. Like our team, despite some of our matchups, I think this matchup was a little tougher for the team that we had, but we came through. Make sure you all subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 50K. So I'll see you all on the next video, and peace.